Yes, there are lessons to be learned on how to operate your business more effectively. Yes, to Lawrence's point, it might be levering, using different access to different capital. It might even be unlocking some of the equity that you have inside of your portfolio to make sure you have adequate cash, liquidity. And those are business lessons that you need to learn. The challenge when somebody goes through times like this is that when a market moves as rapidly as it just did, I've been doing this a long time. I don't know if I've ever seen a year ago. I mean, it was multiple offers, same day. It was fucking wild. 6 months later, we are in a completely different environment. That's an extremely rapid change of a market. Every business, not just real estate, every business is getting exposed at some level to their vulnerabilities because of what happens in a market. You got Facebook, you got Tesla. Name me a company on the stock exchange that isn't fucking getting their head beat in right now. Unless they're oil and gas, they're getting crushed. There's a lot of businesses that have gotten caught in this kind of weird spot because the market moves so rapidly on them. My point of it is I want you to not necessarily look at yourself like, oh my God, well, how did I allow this to happen? Or any of that kind of bullshit, because a lot of people kind of got caught. The best business people in the world got caught. Doesn't mean don't learn lessons on how to be better prepared, how to have access to liquidity, how to make sure that your portfolio and you understand exactly what's sitting on your balance sheet that you can quickly get, turn into liquid cash, et cetera, et cetera. Those are all lessons. Equally, when you saw this buyer market kind of starting to come this way, we've been talking about this for 6 months at least in here about if you're in long-term rehabs, you need to be careful right now. Rates change. We've been talking about this a lot. Nobody in here is impervious. Nobody in here is invincible. I don't give a fuck how long you've been doing this. You can absolutely get hurt, and in rooms like this, the pain has a tendency to be much more painful because the checks have a tendency to be much bigger, and the exposure has a tendency to be much bigger. The lesson would be when you see shifts, do not operate the same way you were operating. You need to hit pause. You need to slow down. You need to let some dust settle. You need to understand what's going on. You don't need to stop, or maybe you need to shift your strategy. We need to go heavier on wholesale because of the risk profile is so different than it is on rehabs. Everybody should be focused on cash flow and liquidity right now. If you're focused on long-term flips, I hope you're a pro. I hope it all works out. The reality of it is that risk profile is different. If you don't understand that and make it much more conservative, it's not a matter of if you're going to get hurt. It's just a matter of when. You're going to get punched in the face. But it doesn't make you a bad business person. It just means the market's moving a lot faster than most are prepared for.